Hey, everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins.
Here we go.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, Hill. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Time to peek at the defensive starters. Here they are for Philadelphia. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I remember years ago spending time with a top defensive coordinator, and he said the number one thing you have to do is hang your hat on something. Create your identity. This unit, they hang their hat on being stingy against the run.
Looking to throw. Davidson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third and long for Winston. And that will be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
Here's Hill. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd down now, it's Hill. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
43 is the fight for 43.
To throw on 3rd down, Davidson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Davidson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Following the fumble recovery, Davidson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, Davidson looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 97 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Let's go, D.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because There's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, Davidson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding.
Ready?
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On 3rd down, Davidson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Ready? 8
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Redskins have the 1st down on a pickup of 18.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another 1st down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? To me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Jameis to throw it. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man. Equanimous St. Brown. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Winston now. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll go again with Sanders. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Boy, flip.
First down, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. From the gun, Winston. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go one more.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Wait. Even.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off play action. Davidson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Davidson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Now a carry for Sanders. A nice move in midfield. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Sanders. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Focus, defense, focus.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing on first down. Davidson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Davidson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Justice Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another run here with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Another run with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Redskins down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Black 25. Hey, stop.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. White 25. Even. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Check out.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now it's the Redskins' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little under 50 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down.
Got it. 43. Check, 43. Guys, it's game situation.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Looking to throw. Davidson. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So it's